This is my I made it moment.
He might be other people's type, but he's not Kyra's type.
Not my type.
Dude, post it on your story once, bro. Just
Yeah.
tag the boy.
I've never heard of a Zeta before.
Someone's getting the bow.
I could see you in Dubai, honestly.
I go back to the 90s and be 21. The CGI is actually stepping up. Little Cupid fairy dust.
Sprinkle.
We're into that. That's a movie cinematic shit. Top day cuisines. I'm getting hungry now. What's up? Yo. Oh my goodness, who do we have in the house? It's Kyra Wisely.
Okay, why is in the house? Okay, first off, I have to start by saying that this is my I made it moment. Because from the minute I saw the first episode of the JWonder Show, I knew I had to come on.
Wow.
So, big thank you to JWonder himself.
We're happy to have you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Kyra, we've known each other for a minute.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
And like we were saying earlier, it's always wild to me, like, how when I first met you, you've kind of like grown into yourself, I feel like, because we just did a series, that shit just dropped. Alpha is not my type.
Not my type.
He might be other people's type, but he's not Kyra's type.
Not my type. And to set the record straight, yes, I'm like dating alphas all the time, but like that's so not me in real life. I'm here today to prove I have a personality.
Let's get, wait, so do you mostly date Zetas, you think? Like
Zetas?
Like,
What's a Zeta?
You said alpha, like Zeta, right?
Zeta.
Like, or some betas.
Is this like a fraternity type thing?
No, but we went to the other end.
Well, 'cause
You're
there's
like, I don't like
hold
alpha,
on.
but what about these Zetas?
I've never heard of a Zeta before.
You did
There's
know.
alpha, beta. You mean beta?
Zeta?
Beta.
Zeta's
I mean like
Zeta's
omega.
that like, you know, it's like a off the cuff. You're like, who's this wild card here? Is it Zeta?
I thought that was Sigma.
Zeta.
Sigma. Sigma boy.
Did we just start
This is the
let's start our
Gen
own
Z
fraternity here.
Going.
Yeah, no, I think it would sell. But no, I'm serious. I think it's so cool how year and a half ago we did a series. Was it another werewolf?
No, it was Billionaire. Remember, it's the one where you like hit your head and got amnesia. You were in a gift box.
Oh yes.
Oh my God, he has amnesia again.
Yeah, that right. I had to
They
think about
cast
it
you
again.
so well.
No, that was a funsy one though.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was more like rom-commy.
It was cute. Well, I mean, honestly though, our werewolf one is also kind of rom-commy.
It is.
Because they like.
But
you
it
think
gets
it's gonna
dramatic in ways.
It's dramatic.
We're
but
over
you
here
think it's gonna
yelling
be-
like, "Yo, my Luna and
That's
blood
true.
and stones and shit," and I'm like,
True.
"What?" Like that jargon is like wild to me.
Yeah, there's a little bit of both. I feel like it's a good mixture of like werewolf plus
Yeah.
rom-com.
No, yeah, and I liked it. And Blue Sky, their team's got it down. It was fun to like step back in and see them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I was saying, it's crazy because your growth over like a year and a half, and it's because when you're younger, your growth happens exponentially. So like in a year, you did a lot of growing up. Do you feel like you did in LA?
Oh my God, absolutely. I think a year and a half ago, I'd only been living in LA for about a year, so I was still just figuring out what the fuck I was even doing here and trying to figure out the ropes. And now I'm still doing that, but I've got a little bit more experience and
little hold on it.
jadedness to back me up,
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, but I just,
I've
learned.
Yeah,
I've
you
learned.
gain experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've met so many great people too, a lot through these like fuck-ass verticals, which are great, you know? So
there's some genuine people in the industry though, and there's
Really,
this little fucking circle of life over here.
absolutely.
I think more than you would think, because I mean, I remember that being the whole stigma around Hollywood for so many years. Like you go there, people are X, Y, and Z, and I think it was that way for so long that then when you had all these new influx of like Gen Z or millennials that moving in, we all were aware of how that was with Hollywood, and we wanted to be kind of the change of it. So you just didn't want to be that way. So I feel like Hollywood's not that way anymore. I feel like maybe COVID like changed it up too, like weaned out certain people and certain status and celebrity, and then now it's like we're all just doing these verticals and like hoping people can do some shows in television, because as we know, like it's pretty dry for Hollywood.
Yes, very much so. I mean, I think also people are just looking a lot more for authenticity these days.
Yeah, because everybody, you can see it all, and like you are that. It's like you are the brand.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it's like you could be a recluse and mysterious and like you don't see me until you see the tabloids or whatever.
Right, but there's a lot more of an influencing type of
energy,
way of marketing yourself these days, where it's almost beneficial more to put your personality out there. But there's still a fine line between that, which I think I'm kind of learning too, and I'm learning how to market myself and how I want to be seen, which is honestly really important just in terms of work and how you present yourself is how people are going to view you, how they'll cast you, how they'll treat you. So, you know, that's super important to be mindful of. So I think I've kind of gotten a good balance of, because my, you know, online persona is very, you know, jokey, prankstery, like, you know, I'm kind of a jester. Which I love,
because that is so you.
Right, and it is very authentic to me. I'm not putting on any sort of performance there, but I think it helps also create a sense of like authenticity whilst also not being too forward, and there's a little bit of like a block between my personal life that I'm sharing, because you can kind of, you know, just in real life, like you hide behind humor.
Right.
So I think that's given me a good balance of, hey, like I'm a real person and here's me being authentic, but you don't need to know every little thing about me. Yeah. And I feel like you do a good job of that too. Like you're very, you know, everyone knows you as kind of like the goofball and stuff, but, you know.
Goofball, hell yeah.
But it's great. Right, it's good to have that on set too, because stuff can get chaotic. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to show up and have a good time when you're shooting a vertical for 12 hours every day. So I think that's a really refreshing energy that you bring to set. So that's why it's always great working with you.
Yes. You as well. I feel like that's why we are easily on set, because, you got to take it like, not so, like, take it lightly and just like go with ease. And I feel like that comes with like just experience when you are with those people. There's two different shows that can happen. It's like we've been on some sets where you're like, this energy sucks and it affects the show, and then some that you're like, this feels good, like I'm enjoying coming here every day, because as we know, like, dude, 10 days on these things, 12 hours, 13 hours a day, you know, you could drive an hour each way, like whatever, it's hard work. Like people don't, I mean, everybody's always known that from the acting industry. It's like, it seems glamorous, but it is like blue collar, like we're clocking in, clocking out, like we're on our feet all day long, which is great. But to go back to what you were saying about how you have that little bit of that layer, like your personality's out there, but also you keep a little bit of your, you know, your vulnerability and like your personal stuff to yourself. Because I was just watching something the other day, and there's this book, and he was an advocate about like privacy and how we're starting to actually like lose that all around our world. And obviously it comes with like stages of things. Like the guy actually went back, he like broke it down so cool. He was like, it started with the Kodak camera, because then you could take photography on the go. And he was like, our social climate changed then, because then you can start capturing moments. Anyways, it trickles all the way down, and now we're here where there's cameras everywhere. Either you're being surveilled, or now everybody's got a camera and it can go somewhere immediately. So we're and this guy was advocating and being like, no, because there's a weird blurry line with like how our society and our government treats like our privacy, and he was basically like arguing like, no, privacy needs to be a right actually. Anyways, I think that's exactly what I've been doing. It feels easier and feels like more me, because that's actually what our acting teacher would have said too. Like, to be an artist, you do need that privacy, and you do need like anonymity and like time to like
be a person,
but also let your like artistry thrive too. And that, I don't think that can happen if it's always in front of a camera, because it's a little bit, you need that privacy.
Absolutely. And I mean, my private life is very private, and I think that that's something that's important to me and always is going to be. You know, but there are certain aspects of my life that I love sharing publicly, because that's part of the beauty of social media, is you do get to share these experiences with people all across the world. And I think that's something really special too, but of course it comes with its caveats. But
I would say that's what's making me like shed my onion layers even more. The more that we realize how many lives around the world we are affecting. I didn't like, you know, I've only gotten fandom for the past year and a half. And it's like wild. It's like, when you do get those messages that are like, hey, because of X, Y, and Z you said on this last video, like, now I'm like leaving my desk job and I'm going into my painting more. Like I haven't done art in like 15 years, like shit like that. You're like, oh, okay, then maybe it's okay. And it's time that I've lived my whole like 30 years of life, on my own terms and anonymity and all that stuff. But now, because that's what you're saying earlier about it being a caveat and sacrifice, like I think it's actually time for me to like give up my light and like now share more of myself than I'm ready, like than I have been. Because
I've noticed you've been doing that.
I feel like I'm like, it's my time to open up, because I feel like I'm saying with these examples, like I'm like, dang, the more I open up is like, I feel like the more like lives I'm affecting in a good and beneficial way. I mean, that's my goal, and that's what gives me feels like it gives me purpose. So I feel like now, and I'm okay with that because I've actually had like a number of times of like fame, and it felt weird, and I didn't exactly like it all the way. But that's why I'm saying that's where I gotta give up, sacrifice a part of myself and my privacy and like public image to help out more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, using your platform for the better is always going to be a great thing. And now that you have the opportunity to do that, and you're at a place where you feel like you've experienced life and hardships and great things, and you've learned so much that you feel like you're able to now pass that knowledge and help people, I think that's great. And I hope that I'll get there. I mean, I know I will. I think
you have it now. I think it's just all like levels. Like you can affect a lot of people now.
I mean, I definitely have experienced that, and that's a great thing, to have. But I also think for me, I'm just like, I also am really in my life trying to pull back and just live it and experience things for then to be able to pass that knowledge on in a few years, So I think, because it is such a weird thing to feel like people are watching you, I think. And that's something that I've honestly kind of struggled with in a way. So when I was a little kid, I was so shy.
You were shy?
So shy, which no one believes, but I promise that's true. When I was in kindergarten, I was selectively mute. So I did not talk to anyone except my one best friend. So anytime a teacher addressed me, I would whisper in my friend's ear for her to answer for me. So I've come a long way, but I think there's always still going to be a part of me.
An extraordinary amount of way.
Yeah.
You're literally an actress,
I know.
giving up yourself and talking all day on set.
I know, it's wild, but I think, I was more of an observer maybe then, so I think
for sure.
That's what kind of helped me, but it still does feel weird. Like I remember I was also an anxious kid, so I had a therapist tell my mom to she was like, why don't you put your daughter in yoga? I was in 3rd grade at the time. I think it'll help her anxiety, it'll alleviate some of that. So my mom puts me in yoga. I do one class and I come out crying, and she's like, what happened? And I was like, I felt like everyone was staring at me.
Oh, that part.
Yeah. So it was.
I thought you were like, Down Dog did it for me. I thought that I was going to be like, yo, vinyasa.
Like a whole release of emotions.
I thought we were going to go with that. Like,
no.
Yo, I went one time, I came out fucking healed. I was about to say yoga.com.
It cured my anxiety, guys.
Man, okay, damn, you saw me, I was like hyped for it. So wait, you were like, and everybody's looking at me?
I felt like everyone was looking at me.
But you made it through the whole session?
I mean, I made it, but
you were
barely.
just feeling anxious.
And
the whole
honestly,
time.
I mean, this is just a story my mom's told me, so I cannot remember if anyone actually was. I highly doubt it. There were a bunch of 3rd graders trying to do yoga. I know that one kid was just trying to figure out their head from their ass. No one was looking at me.
Yeah.
But now that people actually are, there's no denying that, it does feel kind of like
you're having to revisit those feelings.
Yeah, a little bit. And also just trying to be as careful as I can and be, present but not too outspoken, if that makes sense. So I think that's something that I'm also learning, because it's a weird thing to, in very formative years, feel like you have, people not necessarily analyzing, but just they're seeing you. And I'm glad that, I am, because I'm 21. So I'm glad that this didn't happen when I was even younger. My heart goes out to child actors who are
oh yeah.
Imagine going through puberty as you're I think about, the Stranger Things kids, the Percy Jackson kids, what the fuck do you mean they start this shit when they're 11 or 12 and then they get people watching them grow up, and that just seems a lot. So.
It seems wild. It seems easier now though than it did because wasn't there a Nickelodeon thing that came out where all those slew of kids were getting touched and shit?
Well, yeah, I mean, because Nickelodeon had the whole situation with Dan Schneider,
and it can all go swept on the rug. So I feel like it was way harder back then. Because that's an anomaly if any of those kids made it out. Well, actually, there's a handful.
I think back then it was more internal issues. Now I feel like it's more external.
Yes.
Because back then they didn't have, thousands of people analyzing one TikTok video of you,
Right.
So I think
You're right. It was an internal thing back then that was like
Yeah.
hard to get. It was like the world of Hollywood was grimy, but now like the world is in on it, and it's
Yeah.
a different type of. Maybe not. It's not grimy. It's more just like.
it's more exposed.
Exposing.
Maybe?
Yeah. It's more like exposing.
Because I mean, back in the day, like my mom loved like the celebrity gossip magazines. That was how people got their news like about celebrities.
Oh no, yeah, tabloids were, and that's what one thing, because I feel like we've all, not always, but like because you're younger and you've kind of grown up more organically with social media and things. But I remember like when it was first coming out with all of us, we were all kind of repelling it because it didn't feel like natural or right. But I do
for verticals or for
just like social media in general.
Oh yeah.
And the exposing, like everybody had their eyes on everybody, especially like celebrities. But I feel like Jennifer Aniston had a good way to put it, because we were just seeing from it from like normal people, like how we felt about social media. But when somebody asked her, they were like, "So how do you feel about having a social presence?" Because not all celebrities want it. And she was like, "No, I think it's good, and I needed it because now I'm empowered with the narrative.
Yeah.
I can control the narrative. Like now, when BS comes out, I can literally go right to all my millions of followers and be like, "Hi guys, no, I'm actually here, and I'm not with David walking down the street in Hollywood. I haven't broken up with. Here's Chet." They can get it right, and you're right, because People Magazine and these tabloids like jerked celebrities around forever, and it was only like printed news and like these news media shows that ran the narrative, and that would suck.
Yeah, honestly, you're so right.
Like PR was way harder back then because, now you can just set the record straight like this. But the difference now is you just get such a saturation of it, and it feels like there's a lot of false shit going on.
Yeah.
But not really. I don't know, because I feel like we're getting out of that point too, because there's like more like trying to be like truthful accounts. It's like whatever those places are, where it's like more reliable sourcing.
Yeah.
Because there's so many sources now.
Right. But then there's also, a like bright lens on whatever you do, because, back then if you did, stupid shit, it really only ever got out that, celebrities had a drug problem if they had like a mugshot photo,
Yeah.
But nowadays you see a random TikTok video of this child actor at a party and he's coked out, you know? So there's an element of
way
that
harder.
too.
Yeah, no, back then you could hide away from it easier. It was just the paparazzi you just had to watch out for.
Yeah.
Now everybody's a paparazzi.
Basically, yeah.
Everybody, like those people don't go out in public anymore. That's why like public like social social hangs have been going down. Like bars in the USA, but also that's fine because alcohol is terrible for you. But like the consumption of alcohol has gone way down.
Is it really?
Yeah, in America,
Wow.
like people don't drink as much as they did 10 years ago. Like, the youth isn't drinking as much because I think we're all realizing it's not great. Like, and there's just more access to, and also things are getting, legalized. Like you can smoke marijuana, you can do all these edibles, psilocybins. Like we're opening our conscience up because alcohol just ran the day since after the prohibition. It was like alcohol, and they're just jamming it down your throat. It's in every commercial. It's so socially acceptable. But if you don't drink, you get looked at as weirder than if you do. It's like it's so ingrained in us, and I think that's for a purpose if we're gonna go conspiratorial shit. But I feel like they're kind of jamming alcohol on us because it dumbs our senses. It makes us like more accepting of our current situations.
Yeah.
When you get psilocybin introduced to the populace and weed, those are more like conscious, like opening types of drugs, and that's what they didn't want forever, and that's why they had such a ban on weed forever when it's a fucking herb. And then same with psilocybin, so it's kind of, that's why you have to like be like, why is that being so damned?
I know.
But we're accepting so harshly on alcohol, and that stuff's killing us.
I will always be an advocate for things like weed. I mean, I'm from Oregon, so that's like our shit. We legalized it before anyone else did. So, I mean, you never hear cases of like domestic violence because someone smoked some weed.
Dude, they just wanted their freaking DoorDash immediately.
Literally.
Or someone's getting the bow.
Right.
No,
for sure.
But no, bars and things have taken a hell of a dip, because I don't know if you know, but like whenever you watch like boogie nights or like movies in the 90s, like bars and that type of culture, well, that's the thing too. That's what social media did as well. If we're gonna keep looping it in, is like you can get the same amount of entertainment like on your couch, like flipping around to what people are up to around the world, So now you don't need, because that was the watering hole back then, but now the watering hole is like what's going on Twitter and Instagram and things like that.
Oh,
but back
for
then
sure.
it's like you had to go out and go to cool bars and go to concerts and like go hang out.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I could ever go back to, I'd go back to the 90s and be 21.
Really?
Yeah, mid 90s I think, because it's like modern enough that you have like, we wouldn't be like culture shocked if like if we could travel.
No,
I'd be
the
like,
90s are chill.
right,
for
because
sure.
there's enough technology, but then it like
Fashion's
cuts
cool.
off enough. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
now I'm like, you know, now we can just hit the streets and it's like, let's see how this goes, but you're not totally shocked because whatever the technology we've come to be accustomed to. But
Yeah.
that's when I would, if you can go back to be 21 in any city and in any time zone, any time period, where we at?
You know, I'm actually gonna say I like this time period.
You like it
because
right
here's-
now.
'cause
Love
here's
that
the- 'cause
answer.
Here's the thing. I feel like just, 20 years ago, it was harder for people to connect with people just all throughout the world. I mean, you basically had, and if you want to take it back even further, like think
80s,
about like
70s.
even further, think about like the 1800s when everyone lived in their own little villages, and like
Oh,
you
for
could
sure.
grow up, live your entire life and only see the same like 200 people. That's insane to think about how that was most of the time people's life 200 years ago.
Oh, no,
and
yeah.
now we're exposed to like infinitesimally more people and
Yeah.
experiences than anyone could have ever imagined back then. So I think that's also like
In the equation here.
incredible as well, because I always like any sort of like icebreaker that you've done that's like, hey, if you could have a superpower, what would you want? I always say I'd want to live forever, because I
Oh,
think
you want to be immortal?
I would want to be immortal.
Why? I think you would become, okay, so go.
Wait, why would you not want to be?
What my whole thing about being
Yeah.
immortal is, and also you see it in cinema a lot, that's actually like the main curse. Like if somebody
Yeah.
curses you to like, and you will live infinite lives,
For
and
sure.
like, and they go on, yeah, because it's like, and you will see everybody you ever knew die, and you'll live like, you'll become a little bit like hardened to life, and like not dull of life, but like you'll become glassy eyed because it's like you've seen it all. But it would be kind of cool because you would still see how the world would grow, but I think you would lose your personality, your soul would dwindle as age
see
went
that.
on. And I think that's the that's the poeticness of life, right? Because it is encapsulated, so it makes our moments more palpable. But if you knew you had forever to live, like, would the experiences be the same? Probably not. They wouldn't have as much pull. Maybe as life, the first couple hundred years, yeah. Then I think you would like become the
sure.
saddest person in the galaxy.
Yeah, if you could get like one other person, then maybe.
But then
no,
you'll be
that's
like,
a good
"Fuck
thing.
you, dude!" After 80 years, I'm like, "I hate you." It's like
It's just you and me.
It's just you and me, bitch. I know you're living somewhere, but it's like
It's
you
like
moved
a
away.
reverse Adam and Eve situation.
Yeah, well, it's that, but it's also like elongating dating. It's like we took a break. It's like a 25-year break. I see you like every other
Situationship
century.
final
It's
boss.
like, oh,
That's
do we want to
like
hang out
the
again?
situationship.
You call her, you're like, what are you doing right now? You're like, man, you called me. It's been 20 years since you called me. I'd be like, and you're like, I'm doing nothing. I'm just hanging out.
Nothing.
It's like, where are you at in the world? That'd be kind of hot.
That'd be kind of the vibe, honestly.
I like that movie.
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like you kind of were growing with somebody, but you were going through like normal dating phases, but y'all's phases were elongated and y'all experiencing the world like in leaps and bounds of technology and
yeah. But you always have that one thing that, because you always got to go back
that's
to that
like
person.
the hottest
like,
romance like
That's what I'm
that's ever been
saying.
told in history, right?
Right?
It's like,
Has
it's
that
just
not
like-
been told yet? It should be.
I don't think it has.
Okay, title is going to be My Immortal Billionaire Husband.
Oh my
Duh.
god.
Done.
Done. So wait, after me spilling and us making a vertical,
Yeah.
would you still want to be immortal?
I would still want to be immortal. I would.
Okay, yeah, but
I would.
But
I
yeah,
think-
you told me to go first. So wait, yeah, you give me your reasons why you.
I
why
think I
that
would
comes to mind.
because I have raging ADHD,
Okay.
and I
I
just
have to find the cure.
basically I have to find the syringe of dopamine to administer
just, get me
it's
cracked off of this.
exactly.
Okay, so you have ADHD, so you want to live.
I just don't think I could ever get bored, honestly. I think I myself, as a not immortal 21-year-old girl, I am crippled by the fact that I do not have enough time to experience everything I want to experience.
I think you got a long life.
I got a long life.
Start kicking
but
ass. And you're kicking ass right now, which I love.
Thank you. But I mean, I just think for me, like, there's so many things I want to do, but it's like, you know what I wish? I wish I had, like, in Harry Potter, I wish I had that fucking time turner so I could do it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could experience it all and be like, okay, I did it all, and then I could, you know, pick which one I want to go on with. You know what I mean?
Like, you want to like live alternate
personality,
like alternate like lives.
That'd be chill. That'd be really chill.
So that's what you would. That's your main thing is like I want to do. And see
I want
it
to
all?
experience everything because like right now, you know, I'm doing the acting thing. I'm loving it. I mean, I'm making like money off of verticals and I'm meeting great people doing that. But a part of me wants to just like quit it all and like live in a remote cabin and like do like art or like make like little, you know, films and stuff like that. But then another part of me wants to just scratch all that and then like get a job as like a dancer on a cruise ship and do that whole shtick and make money doing that and exploring the entire world. And then, you know, so I just have like, there's so much I want to do.
Is there any more you want to keep rattling them off? Because from what you just said, I'm like, that's in your trajectory.
I mean, it's in my trajectory.
I feel like you've got those things going on right now.
Yeah, I
right?
think it's also like I mean, because so I grew up as a dancer.
Yes,
and love that.
Helps our dips out.
It's true, right?
Skirt.
Right?
That's why the poster be looking like skirt. She got the fucking Alexander technique.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, no ballet dancer growing up. I remember this. Love it.
And I mean, those who don't know, ballet takes a ton of years to
your life.
do. Yeah. I mean, it's not a hobby.
It's like an Olympic situation.
It's an Olympic situation.
Go watch Black Swan.
Yeah, that's basically it. So stuff like that, I think, you know, I want to be a jack of many trades, but it's also like I think growing up and having that be my one niche thing that I do really rigorously and that I know the inside and outs of that entire world of ballet. I think that's also something that I kind of am saddened by the loss of, you know, knowing that I can't do that for everything, you know, because there's things that I want to learn at a very intimate level that you can only do if you're spending years and years on that. So I think that's why I'd want to be immortal, because I don't think I'd ever get bored. I think I could learn every little thing and do it very seriously for long periods of time, you know, and that would just be my life. So I could just, it wouldn't even feel like my life doing a bunch of things. It would feel like living a bunch of different lives. Yeah. You know? So I don't think I'd find that boring.
No, not at all.
It'd feel like being reborn.
Well, thank you for giving me the full ass immortal answer. Love this answer.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like for your life here and now, I think that's why now we just got to the root of like why you chose to become an actress, because that's what we love about acting, right? Like obviously like getting outside these damn verticals, like we all choose acting if you're like wanting to be a true actor, because it is literally the university of life. Like you get cast, job, commission to literally sink in and become like Ryan Gosling, the best, jazz piano player. So he sinks in for 6 months, learns jazz. Like
that's the dream.
Yeah, well that's why we love acting and the performing arts, because you get to be a time traveler, do period pieces, and that's why we like diving into this research hard and then being able to live it out. That's why like Nicolas Cage, for whatever he's worth, has a great like quote. I think he's like, growing up I wanted to like be the cool guy and like just rob banks and that be my life, but then I decided that was way more risky, so I became an actor.
Hell
you know, so like you get to dive into these weird like worlds and people and live them so thoroughly. That's why the actor's life is so cool. Like to live Gary Oldman's life or something like that, or Nicolas Cage, you know what I'm saying? Like they just dove in and like let that become a part of their like year, and it's like every year they're just something else. So hopefully that's why we can like in one life live many lives in a way.
Exactly.
But also I think life's long, Kyra. I think you got like that all, like everything you just said. Like I think you go a couple more years in this acting direction, but I think you can like give yourself like the fun goal and permission to be like, and yeah, I'm gonna leave LA. Well, you kind of do that in Oregon. You kind of get away and go to your cabin. I think you just maybe need to find like spurts of it.
Yeah.
And I think it's like that. And then you said what else? What was next? Like then become a painter or?
I mean, I can't really paint for shit, but just like, I mean, I'd go on a cruise ship.
That's what I said. Like, yeah, one of my friends is doing
cool.
that now. Then do that for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, I think maybe that's first.
Yeah.
I think you like let the universe do it. Like, you put it out there and like you just take an auditions for it. Then you book one and you see if it's like that's what the timing and the right show and shit. They love it. She's over in Greece. They like go from port to port in Europe.
Amazing.
Yeah, it looks fucking sick. They just do it all summer. It just seems like a fucking fun like film camp. Like you're on a cruise with a whole bunch of like other performers.
You only
like,
have to perform a few nights, you know.
Well, I think they work hard, but it's whatever. Like you just like you're on the boat. Everybody's getting to know each other, and then you get you have your days where you can like venture around in fucking this town and this town and this city, and it's all in fucking Europe, and it's like hell yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the life.
I could see you crushing that. Would you want to like what type of show would you want to be getting in on? Like musical theater?
I mean, that's the thing is like a lot.
You got the dance background.
I have a dance background, so I mean, in a perfect world, I want to stick to that. But if they want me to sing, I'll warble a tune.
Fucking belt it, baby.
But why not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I went on a cruise in Alaska with my family a few years back, and
Oof,
I was
Alaska.
yeah,
I'm trying to get there soon.
Oh my gosh,
but only
it's
when
so
it's
great.
warm. But you
It's
like the
never really
cold.
warm, but I mean, I went in like summer solstice, so
Yeah.
it was like midnight sun.
Yeah.
Because it's so far north that it's like sunny.
doesn't go- it
it's
doesn't
day
get-
for like 22 hours or something.
That's fucking
Like it never got pitch
That's
black
like Insomnia,
dark.
that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't feel tired though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the sun dictates
Maybe I
our,
wasn't there
our
long
fucking
enough.
energy.
Yeah.
As
But
long as that thing's on, like, I'm on.
yeah. But I, on the cruise, I was watching all of the performers. I was like, oh, that's really
Seems like a
cool.
fun
I met
life.
a lot of them. It was, yeah, it seemed cool. So
I could see that in your stars.
I
I'd
could
love
totally
that.
see that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just a lot of things. Like I'm sure you have a lot of things that you also want to do. I mean, you're about to go and do it, which is great. Honestly.
Well, that's why because that's why I'm saying, like, like I whatever. We just all know what we want, and it does come around, and that's why I'm doing the hard send and being like, I wanted this, what I'm about to get forever, like just to go. And also it's like where our industry's going. Like I can do this shit now and like go be the travel vlogger and do so many things on the go. I can do this anywhere. Mm-hmm. I just gotta stay in nice Airbnbs and have a good little location and like interview people still like that I meet along the way. Also, I'm gonna get an agent over there and like be like, dude, like let's book over there too. So yeah, I'm excited, and just also to like open this different adventurous side of like myself and my content, because I always wanted to go live in Europe. Like I feel like I pushed so hard in college for that year abroad type of thing.
Yeah.
Never got it. I was supposed to go and live in Barcelona for like junior year and do like Spanish and shit, and like that fell through. So anyways, I've always had that like I want to live there, and also the longer I live in the US and like live in these cool cities, because grew up in Atlanta, great, like the South is amazing, great place to grow up. Then went to New York, went to acting school, lived in another amazing US city, right? Crushed that. Now we're here in LA, and like we've had a good 2 years here, and the more I like adventured around Europe for just trips, I was like, man, this feels like a cooler vibe that I think my personality is ready for, and like, I'm ready for my, and I also felt like I would raise my kids there maybe. Yeah, because like I love New York, but no reason to raise kids there, and like, and same thing with LA, especially, and then just more factors keep happening. Like now, like the film industry is leaving Hollywood, not leaving, but like it's more international. Yeah. You don't have to be localized to a city anymore, which kind of sucks, because that was our advantage going to acting school in New York. That's the advantage of being in these cities. Like you get more advantage than people around the world. But now the playing field's leveled out because everything's fucking self-tape. Right. COVID really, that was one thing that came out of it, for better or worse. Like it's self-tape like only. Do you go to any fucking in-person auditions? No. I went to one last year, dude. Damn. One. Hilarious.
Yeah, I think maybe one, if that.
And it's like all self-tape, but which is great, because then that gives us this ability that I'm about to have. I'm about to go to Europe, and like shit don't change. Right. I'm just not down the road from my friends, and like, I just kind of count myself out of all the ones now. Now I'm just gonna go book them in Europe. Yeah. Like you went to Lithuania. I'd love to go to Lithuania.
That's amazing.
I'll probably go to Turkey again. That seems easy enough. Yeah. And I always can take an easy flight back here. But I just won't live here. And that's the one thing I'm a little bit like, okay, I got to get my energy ready, because I don't know if you've traveled for extensive periods of time, but especially solo, it's pretty energy draining.
Yeah.
Like you are the fucking captain of the ship. It's like, you know, just the moving around a lot. Like it kind of took a toll on me, like getting a fucking Airbnb every 3 days, like when I was going around Europe, because especially in Switzerland, because it's big. Like, so like I had a car and like you had to like go hours away to things.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit draining. So I'm hoping to like make it feel slower and like stay in cities longer and not do a whole bunch of moving around. To fully experience and like the pacing needs to slow all the way down. I don't need to have a Euro trip. I think I just need to really crush Portugal, like have a great time for 2-3 weeks or a month, and then do Greece. Because I've actually looked it up. There's like a handful of places. Because now we all forget, like it gets cold there. Because I was there last October in Switzerland. That shit was getting cold. And I was like, and I'm chasing the sun. You know me. We're opposites. You're the moon. I'm the sun. Yeah.
That's right.
You need your...
I'm like trying to see if I can book a fucking vertical in Australia right now because it's winter in the southern hemisphere. I'm like, get me out.
Yeah, you don't do well with the sun, huh? And I chase it.
Yeah.
So I literally am going specifically places for sun. So September is Portugal, and I think October is going to be good for Greece. And then I think I'm actually going to leave Europe. I think I'm going to go to Dubai, bro, and see fucking... Go see Zakai.
I could see you in Dubai, honestly.
Well, I just actually, we have some friends there, and also that girl Ceci, who's also a musician. They really got super easy with like creator visas over there. Like they open their doors up way more for like creators and digital nomad visas. So like you get an influx of talent moving to Dubai now.
Yeah.
And it's not as expensive as people think, especially us coming from LA. We're like used to that pricing.
Yeah.
But I won't live there. I think I'll only be like there for like, I don't know, 10 days, 2 weeks. I'm definitely going skydiving there. I definitely like will do some dune shit because the Sahara is gonna be cool. I don't know. Is it the Sahara?
No.
It's not. What desert do they? I think that, and then December in Sri Lanka, because you were saying what you've been from.
Maldives, baby.
Yeah, because anyways, so that'll be fun.
So you got that shit kind of planned out.
I think so. I think it goes September Portugal, October Greece, November Dubai, and then December Sri Lanka, and just things I think like things along the way.
Yeah.
And maybe like close by, like I would love to see Morocco while I'm next to Portugal, because that's literally like right across. It's like super close. Because I heard that you don't need to be in Morocco that long. But anyway, just check off some places along the way, and just try to keep up with this shit. Like that's one thing that's got me a little scared too. Like I'm like, fuck, if I go, like we're saying with all the stuff that you need to do being a solo traveler, still trying to keep this momentum going. Because it does take a lot out of me. Like I have to wake up and like crush edits with like certain people, and also I'm editing some shit myself.
I mean, you can also always do virtual stuff too.
What you mean?
I mean, like virtual podcast stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I think that's the whole main get for going there too. Like make that a thing. Like I gotta find, that's like a reason to also for me to be social. To me to go out and like meet people at cafes and like parties and like whatever, and be like, yeah, and like, I'm a podcaster, you should come on, like we should do this. Because a Portuguese guy hit me up. He has like 5 million followers and like knows me from these things, but also as a producer, and like him and his wife are always on red carpets. I'm like, cool. Like I didn't know there was like a little like Lisbon, Portugal film scene.
Yeah, film a vertical.
Hang out with this guy. It seems like he speaks English. 5 million followers if he posts it once.
That's crazy.
Dude, post it on your story once, bro. Just tag the boy.
Tag
the boy. But yeah, that's what I'll be getting into. I'm super excited about it. I made the decision like when I was for my birthday last September. I was there, and it was like I was doing Spain, Switzerland, and France. And yeah, I made the decision like on the plane. It wasn't even like making a decision. I just like knew. I was like, okay, yeah, when my lease is up, I'll be coming back here to like live. Like it's time for me.
Yeah.
Like that, because I was there for 2 months, and I was like, I like this life and pacing.
Yeah. I mean,
and
just
social.
seeing you
It's just
there,
a
I was
social
like,
difference.
it just seems like a good move for you, honestly. Like, I wasn't surprised when you told me you were going back over to Europe. I was like...
Because that's what kind of was happening last year. I think I literally fucking traveled 6 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Japan, Europe, Brazil. So anyways, I just think it's like now in me. I got bit by the bug years ago.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy Kaizo, we took 1 Euro trip, dude, and I was like hook, line, and sinkered. I was like, oh yeah. Because like we're saying, like the world opened up. Like,
Yes.
it kind of globalized for me. I was like, oh, there's more to do and see in the world.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, you have that. You're like, I want to live multiple lives, and I feel like that's just the progression.
I mean, what you're doing is pretty set up for that. Because staying in a place for a month, I think that's great. Because then you don't feel like you're traveling. You feel like you
live there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to like get sick of a place, you know, kind of, and then be like, okay, now I'm ready. As opposed to like, okay, itinerary.
Exactly.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna go live in a flat in Lisbon for a month, and like, honestly, it would be sick if I even loved it that. I would be totally fine if I just dug it that hard, that extended another month.
Yeah.
And like maybe I just like traveled around from there. Like I'm open for that. But I do know I need to chase the sun. That's why I was supposed to be there in June in fucking Europe, but now I gotta like go somewhere else.
You can always, once it starts getting cold, you could try and hit up. I mean, have you been to Australia, New Zealand?
I'm gonna do Southeast Asia at that point.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do, like we said, November Dubai, December Sri Lanka, probably come back here for Christmas, hey family, and I'm always somewhere for New Year's.
Yeah.
Then do New Year's in probably like Vietnam or something like that. Something new in Southeast, because I've done Thailand New Year's twice, so I don't need to go back there, even though that's my favorite. But I'll probably be like in the Philippines or Vietnam or fucking maybe Singapore is pretty sick. I've heard it's Singapore. Like the city looks great. So yeah, I think that that's like what I plot out for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And it feels very like,
it's structured, but there's room.
Yeah, it's very Mark Twain, right? Mark Twain, like he just takes his little, what do they call it? A little bale, my little freaking thing. I'm walking down the railroad. I got my little. Carpetbagger? No, it's called something, right?
Weren't they called carpetbaggers?
I think they might have called it, but this is called something where it's like a stick with the little freaking bandana.
The bandana on the end of the stick.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's called though.
It's not called a bale. It's like called a pail, or that's gonna be me. That's what it feels like when I made that decision. I'm like, dude, I just feel like I'm this with some shit in here, and we're just like kicking it down the road.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little scary, but I think I'm excited for it more. I think I was more sad for it when I thought I was gonna leave in June. I just wanted more of LA. I was making more friends. We were having fun on sets. You know, we were meeting more people. Like I just wanted more LA. Like 2 years felt a little too tight, but now it'll be 2 years in like 2 or 3 months.
You made a great like net out here too, and you can always come
net
back
and nest. You know, it feels like, okay, I got my people there. I can always come back around. Like, yeah, all these producers are like, okay, well, we hope to see you soon. Like, just let us know. So it's like, okay, that sounds good. Yeah, Bendel. It's such a good word. Yeah, because I knew Ben told me that one time. I always say that. I'm like, what is this? He's like, it's a Bendel, dude. Me and my Bendel kicking it down the street, all the way around the world, globetrotting, baby.
There you go.
So that's what. Hope you join along the way if you ever have plans or you're doing a series in Euro.
Yeah,
Lithuania again.
I'd love to go back to do a series. Speaking of series, we should talk a little bit about verticals.
You want to talk about it? Alpha's not my type. Dude?
Alpha's not my
or
type.
Just like
do we really remember much of Alpha's not my type?
You said what?
Do we really remember much of Alpha's not
I think it was a good experience. I mean, I watched a little bit of it, and all the fans are like, the CGI is actually stepping up. And it was. Really? I saw me change into a werewolf once, and I was like...
My eyeline was so off, though. That's what I noticed. I'm looking over here.
You're like...
I'm like, what is that?
They're like, follow the tennis ball. You're like, oh my God, Wolfie. And it's down there.
They did me dirty. If there's ever an eyeline issue, it's not my fault, okay?
You're just looking at like, a big...
Whoever's behind the camera.
A big werewolf stick offset.
Oh my God.
So, no, what I kind of want to get into, and this will like lead us into this, is like, kind of like your start here. So like you are born and raised in Oregon.
Yeah.
What city? Eugene?
Kind of like Portland area, not Portland itself though.
Fucking Portland.
I don't claim Portland has such a bad rep.
It does,
sucks.
especially when you come from other cities.
It
like
sucks.
So does it? Okay, so you think it's great?
I think it's great.
Yeah, because we have a buddy from Portland that swears by it too. He's like,
I know.
Portland's the vibe. But no, yeah, people come from other places and experiencing like Seattle and Portland. They call it the Seattle freeze, right? Like those people were cold as shit to us.
Yeah.
Like, is that why Portland gets a bad rap, or is it because...
Maybe. I mean, honestly, to be fair, I don't know a lot about Seattle. Like, growing up, I didn't really go there often.
I like the landscape of it, but it's the people that made it real, like...
Yeah, I don't claim Seattle. I claim Portland, and I think Portland is lovely. Everyone's just, like, very... I think people are warmer in Portland, honestly. They're open. They're, it's just very, like,
open.
fluid. Yeah, and I think that's chill about them, and, like, I don't know why it gets a bad rep, honestly. I wish it didn't. But also, the majority of, like, people who say they're from, like, the Portland area, I think Portland is very, like... I honestly see Portland as kind of like how, like, downtown LA is. Like,
God,
You know what
we
I
hate
mean?
downtown.
Well, I mean, no one just gives two shits about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's very separate. Like, no one is like, if someone is like, I'm gonna go visit LA, and the first thing I'm gonna do is go to downtown Los Angeles, obviously, because that's where everything's happening. You know, they don't know anything about what they're talking about. and
Oh,
haven't
so
taken
it's
2
the
seconds
surrounding
to,
of Portland that makes
the
it cool?
surrounding that I think is nice. I mean,
Okay.
it's all just very nature. It's like,
I mean, the pictures and videos you were taking and posting
It's
a couple weeks ago, I was
beautiful.
like, no, I literally said to you, I was like, no wonder Kyra needs to get her fixed. Like, it looked
that's
beautiful.
what I'm saying. Yeah, so I think that's just what it is, and it's
So it's
kind
just
of
the
like,
surrounding of Portland that makes Portland for you.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
think it's just very special for me. It's not about Portland itself, you know, like, I think a lot about, like, you know, the Lakes District, like, out in England, where, like, all these, like, poets would go to when they felt less than inspired and they needed kind of an escape, and it's just,
Yeah.
it's beautiful there, and
Yeah.
that's where a lot of them, you know, finished their life's work and ended up, you know, living out their days. I think that's kind of what Oregon is to me. That's kind of that's when I'm like going to the lakes, you know?
So you're coming from more of like an Oregon, like, you know, mindset, right? When people think of Portland, I think they're thinking of that little, you know,
And I'm
scope
like,
of it.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm thinking
Right.
like I'm talking like escapism, you know, like
It looked
escaping
like
to
it. It
a
looks freaking-
storybook fantasy land. Because I think at the end of the day, I'm more of a quiet soul, and I need the quiet to like regulate, because LA's loud, and I appreciate a lot of that. You know, so many things to experience, but I think I need my processing time, or else I'm like a sponge that's too full. You know, I'm not getting anything
You need to
anymore.
go water. up
That's
in
right. I
Portland.
need to like.
You need to ring out.
That's right.
No.
So I think that's what it is for me. And
Oh, it definitely is. And I think it's like, it's natural, right? Like I feel, well, not natural, it should be more natural. Like people should realize they need like that, you know, that yin and yang, like that you get from a city and like our industry and being around people, being like super extroverted, and then going and, you know, because people need to have a relationship with nature. But no, that sounds beautiful. No, that's why you yearn for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it keeps me grounded too, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
So that's kind of why I love it. But you know, I just feel a lot of clarity when I go there, and I think like it gets overwhelming. So I think that really helps me. And I don't know. I mean, I'm the biggest champion of Oregon, and anyone who hasn't been, I'm like, you gotta go. I will go with you. We will take a field trip, you know? So
No, yeah, the terrain, I get it. Like, it did open me up too. Like, oh, the Pacific Northwest has its like, but I still would love to see, because it feels like Ireland or some shit, but like the beaches and the rock and the like the rock faces, like and
Yeah.
the cliffs. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a whole
Until
thing.
like our friend came into our live and posted that shit, and you're posting that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nice.
it's probably not your beach vibe, because I mean,
well, no, it's like
you don't see
you
a lot
know
of
you're
sun.
going that beach is that beach. That's like a specific type.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon beaches are just, I mean, Washington beaches too are so cool, because it's like you'll be in the middle of a forest, and then all of a sudden it opens up, you're on the
It's
beach.
just like-
so it's not like beaches in like California or
No.
even like East Coast.
I could see why. Yeah, you love it so much. Do you think you'll you have like a desire and vision like you'll retire like there?
Honestly, probably.
Yeah, like
Unless
you
I
said-
find somewhere else, I just think that's like
calling you.
That's my shit.
And
Yeah.
I think it'll kind of be that way for a while. It doesn't feel like it's getting popularized like a lot of these other cities in the world.
Yeah.
And you're like, God damn, well, there goes
I love it.
Thailand. You know, it's
Yeah.
like places like that are just getting overrun. There goes Bali.
I love it. It feels like my little secret. I gatekeep it.
I enjoy that shit too. I got to get more of that. But yeah, I do like hover towards the heat. But I feel like there, it's like you go get it for what it is.
Yeah, you
That's
know
why
what you're
I'm
signing
not.
up for.
That's why I haven't planned like Ireland and Scotland yet. Like it hasn't called me.
That's
like I
fair.
yeah, but I know it will, because that's like, you know, there's not that many aesthetics in the world like that. That's a movie cinematic shit.
It really is.
Yeah, and I think that's why you grew up a fairy.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
She is
It's
a
like being
fairy.
alone on a cliffside. Like,
Yeah, just like sprinkling your like fairy dust all over the place.
yeah,
Making people fall in love.
that's right.
Little Cupid fairy
Little
dust.
sprinkle.
We're into that. Aren't they the cutest? Need a friend? This is 1-800-RENT-A-FRIEND. I rent my buddy out Sarang here for an hourly price where he can just throw the ball, kick the ball, get your groceries, whatever you need. Sarang fills the need. There he is at 1-800-RENT-A-FRIEnd. Have fun with the entertainment. And we are back.
We're back. We're locked in.
Kira's
but you know
over
who's
here
not
telling me
locked
that
in?
there
Jared.
was a Vert's giving party that I wasn't even at because I was over in Europe, and there was a whole ass category that what happened?
Yeah, so we had some little vertical awards,
Yes.
right? So it was cutesy little things like who's most likely to be in the hospital bed. But the thing here was you could only vote for people if they were present at this party.
Right.
So one of the questions was who's most likely to forget their lines. And the question ended up having to be cut, and the award as well, because pretty much unanimously everyone said Jared Harper, but we couldn't do that because Jared Harper wasn't there.
I wasn't even there, dude. And they're giving me awards that I wasn't even there for forgetting your line. Line?
'Cause anyone-
That's wild. That I'm like, your boy wasn't even.
You got a rep, you know?
I do the farts on set.
Yeah.
With
Anyone
my
who
mouth.
hasn't worked with Jared, I'll tell you everything you need to know. So
Line?
every 2 seconds. Well, yeah, every
No,
2
but come
seconds.
on, I handled it down though. I think I used to. Now I feel like I got so much better at it. Or did I call a line
I
a
just
lot?
worked with you, dog. I can tell you right now.
And it still happens?
Yeah.
Oh well, no, that one for sure because that.
What do you mean?
So there's that one time only. No, but
That one time
it's
only,
because
no.
that dialogue that jargon's crazy.
Is it really?
That blue moon's sequestrious diamond.
Opening a portal to another dimension type. No, I mean, it
Come
got to
on.
the point.
I literally walk on set. I'm like, I got. That's the shit that you need to get across, right? Like, because they're like, so you need to actually say that there's a portal and now
Right,
there's
'cause
like a
it's a
blood
story
moon,
point.
and it's like, or does it actually work? And I'm like, shit.
Right, you can't just
I
like
have to
wing
like,
your way through.
I have to give the plot
There
point.
is somewhat of a plot,
Shit.
Jared, and we got to take us through it. No, I mean, it's
What
got to the
about
point
just
where, like,
looks and side eyes? Is that in the equation, guys? And they're like, it's not that kind. And I'm
It
like,
got to the point where I would like look at, you know, like our sides for the day, and if I saw like a, you
Little
know,
chunk.
reasonably long scene where Jared would have to say
You're
some
like, well, that's gonna
type
be
of
a
shit,
clunky one.
I was like, ooh, here we go,
Come on,
locking
she'd be
it.
like, no, I would be like, hey, so let's run some lines.
Yeah.
It's like never happens for
No,
me. I'm
I'd
you
be
wanna
like,
actually
Jared,
rehearse
come here,
a
let's
little
run
bit?
lines.
Let me get this blood moon portal jargon down.
That's
real
right.
quick.
So anyone who hasn't worked with Jared, basically all you need to know is, you know,
I'm a
line,
menace.
line. Wait, what
I'm
the
a
fuck is
menace.
it? I
What can I say?
Dude, I literally have a video of you
Just
on
pooping my pants on set.
Yes,
like, literally
that
being
did
like,
happen.
I can't get through.
That happened. No, it was the last project we did. The one where you have amnesia.
Okay,
Not
yeah,
in
the one I
real
pop
life.
out of the box.
Yeah, that one.
What's up?
I have a video
Voila.
of you trying to get through the scene where you can like profess your love to me, right? So we got like a paragraph or two.
Yeah.
And kid you not, it's like
Was I just getting frustrated?
You're holding my hands and I'm just like staring at you like, you know, because I like know it's gonna be a minute, and you go, oh, what is it?
Because it just gets frustrating. I'm like, what is it again? Because I just hit such a like in the moment. I lose myself.
He's
and I'm
just
like,
so locked
And then
in.
we meet eyes, and I let it linger. I'm like,
No,
line?
I just love looking. I'm like,
I'm
oh,
giving
there's
you
not a
bits,
thought
baby.
behind those eyes
I'm
right
Christoph
now.
Watson, this bitch. I'm just giving you little bits.
That's right.
Come
That's
on.
right. No, my favorite thing is like when you have like a cue to like do something in the scene, like an action or something,
Oh,
and
wait.
you know everyone said their lines. The only thing that needs to happen is Jared needs to walk from X to Z.
Yeah.
And we're all just like,
Hold.
and this would happen many takes, right? So like you think he'd learn?
I'd saunter on and be like, and this and that.
No, you just stand there and be like, it's me, isn't it? And then everyone's like, yeah, it's you, and then
No,
like
but I-
it
but I
got to the
told
point
you I
where I'd
do-
be like, Jared.
No, but I told you I do that on purpose because, especially when
Oh.
I'm not on camera, because I'm not trying to walk on somebody's line. So I let everybody's
'cause you don't know
reaction
when they're
get
gonna happen.
settled and got like everybody have their reaction, have their looks. Because my shit doesn't matter. Come up and walk next to frame. Like so, then it's like okay, hold, and now I'll walk in and you guys can all like, as opposed to it playing out like a play, then it makes it harder in the edit. Like things can get wonky when I know that we just need pieces.
That's a very roundabout way to excuse you not knowing.
I'm just gonna sit. I'm literally on my phone, and then I literally hear Jared's time, and I'm like, literally, I get up and I'm like, and then I'm like, as I'm like putting my phone in my pocket, and then I'll be like, and you are my love. And they're like, cut, thank you. And then it's like, we got it. Filmmaking,
Incredible.
yeah. So yeah, no, line, but that's
Line.
hilarious. I get an award for not even being there.
That's right.
Wait, so did
You're
they
in
at
our
least
hearts.
announce it, or you guys all
No.
were counting? You guys were.
I went up to Eric. I was like, wait, so whatever happened to that award? He's like, we couldn't run
We couldn't
it
cut it because
everyone
this
said
fuck Jared.
And I was like, oh.
that isn't even here. He's somewhere across the world. Got the award for
I was like,
calling
Jared
line.
couldn't be here because he forgot his line to
Because I
come.
forgot the date, dude. Like, oh my god, I love that. Yeah, but Jared didn't make it because he didn't see the right line.
Yeah, that's
Hilarious.
right.
Oh my God.
He didn't get his cue, so he couldn't make it on the flight.
I wish I could have like gotten the award, like a classic, like and
we
like
would have shipped it to you.
yeah,
if
like
you really
videoed
wanted
in
it.
my response and been like, and came on like yeah, like it's running, it's like on
And
a,
it's like-
on a blank background. I'm not there yet. I'm like half in frame, like yeah, and I'm just like oh, it's on. Oh, okay, good. Hey guys, hey, where is it again? Oh, it's this one.
And you're
Hey
like,
guys, thank you. I got the Dundee for losing my line. Where's my eye line?
Yeah.
Oh, like, can we just start again? I could have just been like,
Yeah, we should've
that would have
done
been
that.
hilarious.
All right,
Can we
all right,
just start
this
again?
year- this
Yeah,
year
you
we're
can
doing
cut that,
it.
right? Okay, cool. And
We're doing it this year.
where should I
Trust.
start it? Okay,
We'll-
and
we'll
thank
catch you
and
up for
I
the
thank you
miss.
guys so much for the what is it, VertCon or VertFest? Oh, it's okay. Thank you for the VertCon Fest. Oh, is that not it? Shit, just
Not it.
You guys got an earwig maybe I can get? And they're like, just say thank you.
And then we go, okay, got it. Ready? Got it. And line and then cut.
No, I go to say that. I'm like, and it's like that's it. Oh my God, I need that. That would have been epic. I probably would have stole the show without even being there.
Yeah.
It's like, who's
I'm-
this fuck that couldn't even make it? And is
Yeah.
like phoning in, like, and also he knew ahead of time he got the award. Like, how did he know everybody would have voted for it? It's like I hack into, because you guys probably have like a projector or something around. It's like, why is it, how's this
Who is
radioing
this guy?
in? Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Did you win an award?
No, I think I came close. I think I was close to the like who's been
I feel
in
like
a
it's better
hospital
to
bed.
not win one because
Yeah.
they're probably like embarrassing ones.
That's
now.
the thing for me though. I feel like I'm more just like known within like the fandom of verticals rather than for verticals themselves. Cause like,
What do you mean?
well, I mean, I feel like if you asked someone who like knows verticals and has watched
Like
a
the
bunch of them,
fans?
like yeah, like
Okay.
okay, so like what's Kyra Wisely's like claim to fame with verticals? They'd be like, you know, I don't know, but I like her TikToks, you know?
Okay.
I feel like at least that's what I feel like. I've had maybe like one series do pretty well, but the rest of them, they don't flop. They just don't
I'm
like
just
don't
like
pop the
oblivious
fuck
to that
off.
shit if things do well. I just see you working all the time. So
Yeah, I
that's-
just be working, and you know, I think I'd like to say it's my magnetic personality that's
I'm
got
feeling
me.
an attraction right now. I'm just
That's
like,
right.
whoa.
You-
Good thing there's this desk here.
That's
Or
right.
we would have another werewolf poster on our
That's
hands.
right. Ow. There you go.
I
There
liked
you
our
go.
poster. Alpha
Yeah,
is
our
not my
poster
type.
Alpha is not my type.
Yeah, did you
which-
want to jump in to Verts? How do we want to kind of
Yeah.
like get into just like how you got into it and shit?
Yeah, we could do that. We could also have like kind of like the convo we were talking about out there of like kind of a little bit of behind the scenes of
The
like
biz?
why verticals are the way they are and
Yeah.
what we think they could be and what they can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
ready.
mean, I just think that like people see they just see like the finished product of verticals.
It's cool to give them a
but
little
I think
peek
it's
behind the curtain.
yeah, a little peek behind the curtain
Of
because I
course,
think
we'll be
you
the
know,
Oz to their Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right,
Like,
it does
see-
feel
like,
like
oh, this
that.
is how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're starting to like, I feel like we were talking about Quibi earlier, 2019. It was like
Yeah.
they tried to do vertical, but they messed up because they were putting full features. I feel like the verticals we're doing now are fucking, they just got a nice like hold on the algorithm and making them a minute,
Yeah.
you know, each. That's what's been cool, and I feel like we've been producing these. You produced one yourself as well in Mexico.
I actually didn't produce. I was just acting in it, but I would love to get into producing.
Well, I feel like you can get a production credit when you freaking sell this thing. Like we were saying, if you just tell somebody like, hey, like you should just do business and like get our Mexican one.
Yeah. I mean, we're still working on Love and Blood, and I think it's hopefully going to be, you know, something that at least the, you know, more intimate group of fans of verticals, I think it's something that they'll appreciate and they'll love.
It looked good to me.
Yeah,
It was
I mean-
star-studded. You guys did it in Mexico City, right?
Incredible. We did it in Guadalajara, so really,
The locations were peak.
yeah, locations were peak.
They look. I was like, oh, they're on these cool locations.
Yeah,
like,
we had some really sick ass locations.
I,
so that
I
was
was
cool.
like, dang, that looks fun. You
Yeah.
guys look like you were fun because there's 5
Yeah.
of you, right? So like, there's enough of you guys so you can like have because you're down there for like what, like a week?
Two
Nice.
weeks. Yeah. It was a good experience. I'm glad that, you know, I got to do it. And I just think like because you've produced, you've directed, you've acted in verticals, so you kind of know at least what the expectation for them is versus I mean like every creative and their mother in the vertical space, they want, you know, verticals to kind of expand beyond the genres that there are available. right now.
Right,
Beyond
'cause-
romance, you mean you want to see horror, like
Westerns would pop
Westerns,
off,
right.
horrors would pop off. I don't know how whodunits hasn't nailed it too.
Yeah, I mean, I think I hear that all the time, and of course, that's what I would love to see as someone who is a creative in the vertical space. I just think that like that opens up the question of like, are verticals a medium or are they a genre? And I think a lot of people that I've talked to, this might be a controversial take, but I see them more right now as a genre because, I mean, it's very just algorithmic. And even the ones that we consider to be more grounded, because I think I've seen people talk about there's a difference in verticals between like the like blockbuster ones, like something like, what's the one, Sebastian Klein one. That was blockbuster. That was like so standard, typical vertical format, and it's just a tried and true one. They know it works, but there's not a lot of like sauce behind it. Versus, you know, like apps like Viglu, who are putting out stuff that kind of pushes the envelope a little bit, but is still conducive to the vertical format where it's, you know, romance.
Yeah.
So I think I honestly see verticals more as a genre just because I honestly think it has to do with the audience. And
It has everything to do with the audience.
We have a great audience. It's predominantly women, and I love women. I think they are great. Girl power, for sure. And, you know, great taste. But I think that shifting into making verticals that are, you know, different than the format we've seen before, I think that would only really happen if the audience was expanded.
Yes.
So I think that's kind of the next step. Hopefully that can happen and also shifting to like a younger audience too, like opening that up, like people who, you know, a lot of Gen Zers who are on TikTok because they're already so used to the short form content format.
They're on their phone. Like
Right.
the phone is taking up all of our attention, and you know, you're exactly right. I think it's like it is a genre, but it's just one, right? I think that,
Yeah.
And that's the thing about how artists have to hopefully try to gain a little bit more ground in the vertical space is because the audience doesn't exactly know exactly what they want until you give it to them.
Yeah.
And all these clients are willing to give is more of a secure investment. And these secure investments are it's just copycat. It's like what's
Right.
worked before, what's gotten a turnover and you know, and made its money back or just broken even, whatever. And we're just gonna fucking cookie cutter everything.
Right.
And like, I think it's a timing thing. Either like other creatives have to get involved, Hollywood has to get involved, whatever. But that's why I don't think it's a genre. I think it is the medium, but I just think that they're only telling one genre because it's only been a year or 2 years.
Right. I do think that
As time will go
vertical,
on, I think
like the
it'll-
format itself, is going to be a thing of the future. I just don't know exactly how, you know, the things we know as verticals are going to evolve. You know what I mean?
No, I just think they'll stay the same, but there needs to be more branches and sectors that come in, or just different clientele.
Yeah.
Like we just need A24 to do one vertical, and it's like, oh, the game has changed now.
Yeah.
Or just one. Just, you know, there'd be some pioneering ones where it's like, because we've gotten emails and stuff about people are aware of this and they're trying to do it, but it's like, we'll see. But there's all these production companies that are like, we're trying to do A24 but on verticals, and it's like either they gotta have enough backing to keep them above water so they can take these risks, or they actually have to like hit some home runs and strike some gold with the audience members to give more confidence for money to flow into that type of shit.
Yeah, because I
But-
feel like at the end of the day, it is, you know, it's a money thing.
It's always going to be
It's
a money
always
thing.
going to be a money thing. And I think like a lot of creatives in the vertical space, you know, talk about how, you know, they hate it's all about money. But I mean, while I do think a lot of the vertical operations and just the whole higher ups are incredibly, for lack of a better word, like Machiavellian, like just a lot of lack of ethics and morals, I do think that's honestly, unfortunately, it translates into mainstream media. You know, there are tons of, like, you think about big, you know, franchises like Marvel, they're making decisions based off of money a lot of the time. They're not like
all the time.
Like, they're not there for the arts in in the way that, you know, an A24 film would be.
And that's fine. You can have duality in our film industry, but it's it just gets a little scary when one starts to take more of a foothold. But I don't think it does. I mean, look, every year A24 wins in the fucking Oscars. Them or fucking Plan B. Brad Pitt's company, they fucking crushed too. They have a lot of great films.
Yeah.
So I think we have a fine duality, but it's just getting a little scary when, I feel like the clients, and have you seen the show The Studio? They kind of go into it real, like,
No.
they showcase it really well. Seth Rogen's show that came out. But yeah, I mean, you're getting a lot more, like, the money is just running the creative more than it used to.
Yes.
Because of the success of all these IPs. Now everybody's scared to give. Well, not really. I mean, it just goes in waves because, you know, Anora was like a $7 million film and won Oscar. So it's like people are giving more like attention to like, okay, let's throw $10 million indie films all over the place. When before it was like that little $10 million, $20 million indie price range kind of like was getting weaned out. But now it's kind of coming back around. It's like we can see success with a $10 million film. It won Oscars, you know?
Exactly. And I'd love to see verticals expand their marketing even more to not just the same audience, but to expand to, you know, younger generations to, hey, what if we expanded this for men, you know?
Well, they got a lot of more gay verticals I've been seeing, and Faith was just in one. It looked pretty good. I mean, they're shooting them well. Yeah, like you said, they're just open their genre doors, just unbutton their pants, you know, let it hang out a little bit.
Because then I think that
hang
can
out.
open the conversation to different genres within the verticals we know them as now.
Because they haven't just got smart with it and just like, even though they're already replicating, like copy pasting like crazy all these other stories, why they just don't do that with Hollywood scripts? Like why haven't we seen you know, I feel like we see Hollywood movies all the time. I'm like, why isn't that just a vertical? Like You've Got Mail, like that, or like what is the one with Ryan? All the McConaughey ones, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Like those were like good big. They're different than our billionaire ones, but they're like the same shit.
Yeah.
But they're just cooler stories and more character driven, and not so much like you're this family and you're this heir and you're backstabbing and you're. I just think that I think everybody's ready for it. I think we deserve it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And then I'd also love to see, you know, I think Candy Jar now, they do all of their verticals, their book adaptations or like novel adaptations.
Let it come from a source, and
that'd
also
be
just let
that'd
it
be cool. I mean, think about it, like a whole industry based off of like Wattpad stories come to life. Hello. I feel like that could especially open up the, you know, audience to younger generations who, you know, they live on Wattpad and AO3, all these like fan fiction websites, and like just buy the rights to one of those and make a vertical out of it. It would fit the format perfectly. So I think that could be something, hopefully in the future, that'd be cool.
Well, it has to go somewhere, like we're saying. I think time will tell. I mean, it's already kind of expanded itself now that we're starting to talk about them. You did a mermaid one. We're seeing like a freaking superhero one. We're seeing more gay ones. It's just like the genre has to expand because the audience is starting to call it out. They call our series out. My ex's billionaire brother, they're like, wait, didn't you do one of those like a year before? I'm like, yeah.
Probably,
We're doing them all. Like, come on.
I mean, I see it also in like mainstream too. There's a lot of book adaptations happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, Reese Witherspoon is a billionaire now because of the system that she's created.
Yeah.
She now has like a book club that buys the rights to these books, and if it gets like a clearance or like, you know, like a book club on Reese's thing, she tests it with audiences, how many people like these novels that she's buying, then whichever ones are getting hella popularized and all this and get bought up, then she puts that into production. And it's literally like all under the house of like Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, I mean, she's really like playing the system well, because I think,
She's
you know,
working, I mean, she's changed it and like, yeah, she's making it her own.
yeah, I mean, doing book to screen adaptations is kind of like a good move because
great
there's a
move,
built-in fan base a lot of the time, so studios are more open to it. I mean,
You're
it
just
makes
hoping that it
sense.
translates. Like if this one's a hit, it's like you've already like bought the tickets for yourself.
Right.
Hopefully things become more creative is kind of, I guess, what we're saying about these birds. I feel like it has to. Time
I
has to tell.
think everybody wants it, but we just have to, you know, ride out the wave.
Yeah, and I think it's in earlier stages, like in the U.S. So I feel like it's only going to grow because I feel like it's been in China for like 5+ years.
Yeah.
They've been loving it. And also Korea. I feel like K-dramas are very like...
Yeah, they're very similar.
Because I feel like it's like telenovelas, K-dramas, and our soap operas. Like,
Yeah.
that's the fucking lane we're riding here. Oh my goodness. Do you want to like dabble in a game that I have?
Let's do it.
I have these cards, and you just literally pick from the pile, and they're so fire. Like, anyways, let's just jump right in. Question number 1.
Yeah.
If you could work as an assistant to anyone for a year, who would you choose?
Ooh, probably like a billionaire, like for
Okay.
real, because I would want to know what's going on.
Going on as in like conspiratorial stuff, or
Yeah.
like just know like how to make, you know, a
That
wealthy
too.
life?
I'd learn a lot. I'd
Yeah, I mean, you
hear
have
a
to.
lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's what intrigues me.
So like
yeah.
but like maybe
Like
more
a really
specific.
bad one, like
Oh,
Elon
you want
or
to get
something.
with like an evil billionaire?
Well, aren't they all? They're not like the ones in the stories.
I don't think so. Yeah, they probably all have like a weird agenda.
I think I'd go Elon, because Grimes did it, and you know,
Grimes did it.
yeah.
Oh, right. The is she an actress?
A singer,
Singer.
yeah.
Yeah, just to like kind of see the peek
And
behind
they have
the curtain
like
and be
kids. Like one of them's name is like.
No, yeah, it's like A724,
Yeah.
like scoper.
Don't know how to
it's like,
pronounce
what?
it. That was my-
You would learn a lot because
Yeah, I mean, I think
the richest person in the world, like
I'd need a lot of therapy after it, because I think it would really fuck me up to like. But I would do it. Yeah.
okay. I think I'm going more with like actors come to mind. Also, I think Tony Robbins comes to mind.
Okay.
Gary Vaynerchuk comes to mind just because I feel like these guys are like, maybe not so much Tony Robbins because he's just like, I'm going around the world to like make people's lives better and like, and I know that's a part of my purpose, but I feel like mine's more like entertainment driven, kind of like Gary Vaynerchuk, because he's just like, do you know who that is? Gary V?
Gary V. No.
Okay, so he's like the social media whiz and like has a great social channel. Like, anyways, like also is very like big on like giving back and like making sure people like spreading inspiration around the world while he does like has all these companies and like a media company now.
Damn.
So that actually, yeah, that'd be my choice.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Check out Gary Vee too. I'll send you some
will.
things. Yeah, he's powerful. All right, let's go with question number 2. What makes a house a home?
Ooh. A sense of comfort
Yeah, I guess
and a
spacing.
cold temperature.
And the AC. Wait, do you like sleep with like an AC? Like
Oh
what?
yeah, my AC is set at
68?
67.
Good God.
Yeah.
I know, but I never go below 69. That's what she said.
There we go.
67. I would be shivering. My toes be one toe would hang out. And I'd be like, ah! That thing would creep back in, dude. So what's the most beautiful place that you've ever seen?
Ooh. I mean, I went to Scandinavia and that was really beautiful.
I bet that's nice.
Yeah. I also really liked Vilnius in Lithuania. It felt like a little storybook town.
Yeah, I think I remember your post. That did look nice. You're on the water, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that looked nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like separated. There's like Old Town and then like modern.
Always in these cities, right? It's like the
Yeah.
old town. It's like cobblestone, and then it's like the more the new age city because they
I
don't
wanna
they
go
don't
to
tear that stuff
Istanbul.
down.
I want to go to Istanbul because then you got one side of it in Europe and one side in Asia, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, which is sick, and it's also interesting to know that like they don't consider themselves either. They would consider themselves the Middle East. The people do. Yeah, and I was like, okay, interesting. Because I was like, yeah, and like I just come here and like I'm glad to be in Europe, and they're like, and I remember like one person kind of like telling me they're like, but like it's not really Europe. It's like we're in the Middle East. Because they are way over there. It's all the way east.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Istanbul was beautiful. If I had to, what was it? What was the most beautiful place I've ever seen?
Yeah.
Switzerland was pretty
Yeah.
like storybook. I would say Thailand, but no, I think Switzerland feels that way.
Yeah.
You would like Switzerland a lot too.
Yes.
Because the weather's that way, the mountains, the rivers, oh my god, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Like every turn you look, you're like,
No, I see your stories. I'm like, oh, I want to go to there.
and I gotta post more too. There's way
Yeah.
more. What are the most important qualities in friends?
Oh, loyalty.
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 Severiana.
Loyalty. A friend to all is a friend to none. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
A friend to all is a friend to none.
I am super big on loyalty. And
Yeah.
like if that's like the number one thing, like I feel like I'm a very kind, genuine person and I have a lot of love to give into my friends but if you break any sort of like loyalty, you're cut off immediately, like no questions asked.
Oh, it's a hard like.
It's a hard like, yeah.
no second
So I
chances with you?
love a lot, but if you do something, you're done. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, really?
I don't do a lot of like second chances when it comes to loyalty because that's just a huge thing for me because it's also like if I wouldn't do that to you,
Like, how are you doing it to me?
Yeah.
Then? Like, how am I giving my energy up
right.
to you?
So I'm like, it's not going to be a good friendship if you do something to me that I wouldn't do to you.
Yeah, respect me. Yeah. You want like that. equal balance of respect and like self, like love and stuff like that. So
yeah, mine's loyalty for sure. What's yours?
I would say loyalty's up there, and like I would say reliability maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same, similar, right? It's like I just want to.
No, it's different though.
I can rely on you.
Yeah.
Like when you come through in the clutch, or like even when I don't ask, maybe like what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you're always like
just checking in and stuff like that.
I think that those two are probably the top two, right? Loyalty.
Yeah,
and
reliability is the same.
If he's a
thing for
reliable
me.
friend, it's like that's good.
Yeah, just dependable. And like, one of my biggest pet peeves is like, just like people like not respecting your time and stuff. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just a respect on all fronts. It's
Yeah.
like my time, like whatever. Like
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a big one. Alrighty, what's the strangest thing that you've ever eaten?
that I've ever eaten. I mean, I ate reindeer once.
Well, is it
Yeah,
just-
I was in Finland.
Is it just deer? But yeah, reindeer.
It didn't really taste that different from like.
I mean,
feel
I've
like
had deer
chicken.
before too. Venison is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good and versatile. It's like lean. It's just like lean. Like it tastes like a steak,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you
I
can-
mean, I liked it. It was just a little sad because like
A
in the
reindeer.
morning I went and like was in like the boonies in Finland and I was like feeding reindeer, and then that night I went and got like
And you were
reindeer
like,
soup,
oh
and I
my
was
God.
like,
No, yeah, it's like don't meet the burger, right?
Rudolph.
It's like that's what makes it always tough to see that. But no, okay, so that's yours. Mine
Yeah.
is shark heart.
shark heart.
I ate the heart of a shark.
Was it
in
good?
Tokyo.
Was it, like,
it was
chewy?
actually crazy, like how it actually was good, and I was
Alright.
super. What do you call it? Tentative, like to take that bite because
Yeah.
it comes out raw. It's just the raw shark heart.
Oh, that scares me. I'm so scared of eating like raw meat.
Well, it's like when in Tokyo kind of thing. Like I saw it on the menu. I asked the dude, I was like, what do you think about this? And he was like, oh, very good, very good. So I
Okay.
was like, oh, he said it confident as shit too. So I got a lot of other things around it, but that was one of the dishes. And you dip it in a really good sauce that comes with it. And I was like, wow, that was actually way more tender. I thought it'd be like chewy or something.
Yeah, like rubbery.
No, it was like.
Dang, aw.
Yeah, it's actually making me fucking
A
hungry.
shark heart is very tender.
Yeah, it worked. So that's the weirdest thing I ever ate.
Dang.
Shark heart in Tokyo.
Let's
Get you some
go.
of that. Okay. This goes really cool with what you were saying earlier. How you are like want to be an immortal and like be an expert in all these fields. And which activity would you like a lesson from an expert?
Oh, wait, you go first so I can think.
So this is a little bit different. So in which activity would you like a lesson from an expert? So it kind of can go along with like and then become an expert in that. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
So who would you basically want to be your mentor to make you an expert in? Ooh, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which
I
part?
still want you to go first because I need to think
No,
more.
I will. But I feel like I can't say singer because like it's like as much as training goes, like
That's what honestly
so I think
was
singing's
my,
out, right?
Yeah.
Let's be real. So it has to be kind of like a trade.
Because then I'm also thinking of like who would I consider to be like the GOAT of their field.
Well, I was gonna say like, would you want to become like a composer, like, dude, to go under Hans Zimmer's wing?
I was
with
just
the
thinking
wild-
Hans Zimmer, yeah.
Or
I went to his concert. It was best
I've been
one of my
trying to
life.
go to one of those. I bet that
Best one.
slaps.
I peaked.
I bet
peaked
that
then.
slaps.
Yeah, it was
Did
amazing.
you go to the bowl? I saw it was at the bowl.
I think it was the bowl, yeah. It was like last September.
That sounds peak.
It was peak.
So
I
that would
cried.
be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick an actor, right? Because like that's a trade.
Yeah, but I also feel like
a
acting is
pianist.
kind of similar to like singing. It's like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think
Because I think
acting's
it,
more
but
trainable.
I also just feel like everyone's process is different too. So like I could pick like one of the best actors in our generation,
would
and
just
it might just not be like a match. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this isn't like necessarily a skill or something, but I would just like want to. I've really been on like a kick of like, I'd want to like learn about like a very niche like culture.
So like a
like-
story on like Graham Hancock would be crazy.
Yeah, something, or like being like hang out with monks in Tibet for like a month and see how that life is. You know what I mean? Like
we're talking
learn
about
that
people that are-
type of respect and take a vow of silence. Something like that where it's like you just feel like you're for a hot minute living this entirely different perspective of life. I think that's maybe what I would want.
That's beautiful. And yeah, if we're going with people that are dead or alive, I could say Alan Watts. Do you listen to him?
No.
Wow, you fucking should. Everybody is sleeping on Alan Watts. So yeah, just like you can go to bed to him with YouTube. But I'll send you some clips. He's basically like a philosopher that just did all that. Like literally like went to bed and went with the monks. He's just a
Damn.
hell of a Zen man. And just very like just very knowledgeable and very like deep, and he's just got so much wisdom.
Yeah.
So I would say either Alan Watts, but if it's living, more historian vibes, is Graham Hancock. You should listen to him too.
Okay.
He's got some Netflix specials. He's wild to listen to. He just knows so much history about so many places.
Yeah.
I would love to travel the world and do that stuff.
Yeah.
Like an archaeologist. He doesn't consider himself an archaeologist, but he's a hell of a historian type of thing. That would be mine actually.
Yeah. That's a good
Dead
one.
or alive. Alan Watts dead, alive Graham Hancock as that type of thing.
Hell yeah.
And I'd love to, before we also part ways, I always like doing this. Can we get 60 seconds on the clock? Tell me when. We're gonna get 60 seconds on the clock for Kyra to give us her top 3 favorite movies. Go, babe.
Okay, a lot of these are comfort. Lord of the Rings trilogy, because
That's my number 1.
Duh.
Go,
because
go.
I'll tell you my reasons, because of like beautiful male relationships.
Yes.
And also it's nostalgic because I would watch it with my dad all the time.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
that's like our thing. Like
Yes.
anytime I'm home, we're gonna watch that
Dude, you
shit.
hear this
Extended
shit.
versions. It's a 13-hour runtime basically, and we just
Please.
do it straight through. We make a whole feast.
Oh my god. Trilogy, LOTR, we got one in the house.
That's right.
Number
Extended
2.
editions only. And I also I'm a huge space nerd, so I'm here for like Christopher Nolan.
Oh, Interstellar?
Inception or Interstellar. Love.
Inception, I love.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Love this. Number 3. What do you think? Like a rom-com? Horror?
I'll say what really affected me was La La Land, because I watched it
La
the
La Land's
minute
great.
I moved to LA, and that fucked me up, dude. That
nice.
fucked me up so bad.
It's like a good like
my favorite horror.
Your favorite horror?
La La Land.
La La
yeah.
Land?
It is to me.
It is here. Okay, I love that. That's Kyra's top 3. Can we get Kyra's top 3 favorite cuisines, please?
Cuisines.
Okay, I'll go as you're thinking. Are you ready? I got Thai food, I got
Okay.
Mexican, and I got Mediterranean.
Okay.
Those are
Mediterranean, top tier. That's
in there?
I'm not gonna rank them. These are just in
No,
no
just in
particular
there.
order. A Mediterranean, Italian,
Ooh, Italian pasta.
and
meatballs.
the last is gonna be
scampi.
hard for me. Let
Okay,
me
so we
think.
got like, American cuisine. We got burgers and fries. And
Yeah,
we got
honestly, I could fuck up a good burger and fries. Like
Yeah.
on the Oregon coast, that's like my favorite thing to
barbecue.
get.
Like that's kind of American, right?
Yeah.
Barbecue, burgers, like.
Yeah,
Okay.
American.
Nice.
Yeah,
Top 3 cuisines. I'm
Mer.
getting hungry now. Beach
Heart.
house or lake house?
beach house.
Beach house, nice. Well,
Yeah.
I was surprised you said beach because there's
Because
all
you get the
sun.
sounds.
Yeah,
Well, you can have sun at a lake.
for sure. I
Which
just
lake
feel
are
like
you
if it was-
talking? Do you have one in particular? Like a lake?
No,
you're
yeah,
thinking
whenever
of?
I
I
think
want to
be-
go to Crater Lake because I'm like born and raised in Oregon. I've never been to fucking Crater Lake.
Where's Crater Lake?
In Oregon, it's like kind of the middle of it.
It sounds like that's what like kind of ended the dinosaurs. Like
Honestly,
Crater
okay, when I
Lake,
was
dude.
younger, before I knew about like where the asteroid actually hit, I thought that Crater Lake was
Was
and I
the
was like,
spot.
that's crazy that it was in Oregon
Ground
where the
zero
dinosaurs.
of the dinos going
no,
down.
It
Where
wasn't.
was it though?
It was
Is it
the like,
Mexico?
yeah, it was like the peninsula.
Temperature. Are you cold? Are you hot?
Frigid.
Frigid.
Because here's the thing: you can always get warmer. You can't take off your skin when it's hot.
Oh my God,
No,
you're right.
because the sweat, the bugs, the sunburns,
The stickiness. You kind
hell
of can't
no.
escape it. You
I
can
just
escape it
like
more
I
with
just
cold.
like feel better. I feel sexier when I'm cold because it's
Ooh.
like less like when you're hot, like your fingers feel bigger. You feel stubby.
I just love like letting my stuff hang out like more. I'm like taking in the sun more.
Hell no.
Smooth peanut butter or crunchy?
Smooth.
Ew! Crunchy! I thought you were gonna be crunchy immediately.
Oh,
Smooth?
no.
That's how I know. That's how I know you're cold and you're
Fuck
mood.
eats crunchy peanut butter.
Dude, you
Is
gotta
this
get
a
that
thing?
some crunch with your lunch.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, you're
maybe
wild.
with like apples, but if I'm putting that shit on a PB&J,
Crunch.
My crunch comes from the chips that I put on the side of my PB&J.
Oh, you eat chips with PBJ?
Hell yeah, you gotta
I
have a
usually
little
kinda
side.
do PBJ with milk. Not as I don't do salty with
That's
PBJ.
like a 5-year-old snack.
I know. Well, that's what I mean.
Who's still drinking milk?
Well, that's like the time you
Just
do it. It's
straight
either cereal
milk
or when
glass
you're
is
no, it's either
nasty.
cereal or like with the PBJ.
Yeah,
And maybe
I
like with
guess.
waffles in the morning or like
I'm
pancakes.
sorry, straight up milk is wild. Like just like 2%.
No, I do the lactate because I think the
For
2%
sure.
gets
Because
a little too
we're not
thick.
supposed to be drinking that.
No, it
It's not
gets
for
too thick
us.
on me. The lactate is obviously like you don't feel it, and that's what's really good for you and stuff. It tastes good too. But oh my God, that's crazy. Okay, I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna be together on that one. I guess freaking not. Sunrise or sunset?
Ooh.
They both have their purpose.
Yeah, I think I like sunrise because it feels quieter.
It feels quieter, and I like the begin. It's like the sunrise has the feeling obviously for like beginnings, and sunset. I actually like one thing that makes me sad, especially watching movies and even about life, is like saying goodbyes and like the
Yeah.
endings of things actually have like a weird romanticism, like sadness to it. But like sunrises is like the beginning. That's why I've even kind of said maybe, well, no, if you were gonna watch one more thing before you died, would you want to watch a sunrise or would you want to watch a sunset?
I think if I was dying, I'd go sunset.
I think it would
'cause
make me
feel-
sadder.
but it'd feel a little more fitting, you know?
Right, it would feel more like finale. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we're
That's
going out.
that's the one time I'd be sunset.
I'm tingling, dude.
Yeah.
That's a great one to
Toes
end
are
on.
tingling.
Well, I want to say thank you so much to Kyra for
Ooh.
coming on the
Thanks,
JWonder
J
pod.
Harp, the JWonder Show.
So good seeing you, especially before I leave to Europe. I'm so glad we got this
I
in.
know.
Thank
You're
you
gonna
for
have the
being
best
here.
time. Thanks
I'm
for
gonna have a great
having
time.
me.
I hope to see you there.
Hell yeah.
If not, back in LA. Do your thing. We'll keep in touch. Love you, girl. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Mwah.
Mwah.
Point to it.
And that's a wrap, y'all.